Why does the propaganda machine choose certain social victims, right? Like people like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, all very, very different people, right? All different opinions, different things that are important to them. But what do they all have in common? Let me know in the comments what you think the machine thinks is special about these people. But I think it's truth. And I think it's consistency. And I think it's the fact that they do not waver in their beliefs. And I think the machine can tell that they just do not care. They do not fear the machine. And I know a lot of you guys are not Tulsi fans, right? But I cannot shake this suspicion I have that she's going to be Donald Trump's vice presidential pick. So I've been leaning in and I've been really trying to check her out. And I just keep coming back to the fact that liberal or not, very different views and ideas on a couple of topics for sure. But the lady's a patriot, man. She's a current member of the military. And the best I can tell, she is a true believer in what she says.
Like I said, you were a long-time Democrat. You ran for president in 2020 as a Democrat. Now you're an independent, and you wrote an excellent book describing your journey ideologically, philosophically through that. Why did you choose to leave the Democratic Party?
In the book, I go into a number of the central reasons why I made that choice. But fundamental to them is that the Democratic Party has become a party that is opposed to freedom, that is opposed to the central and foundational principles that exist within our founding documents and that serve as the identity of who we are as Americans and what this country is supposed to be about. It has become a party that is controlled by this elitist cabal of warmongers who are driving forward this quote unquote woke agenda. And we see it through their racializing of everything. We see this through their defund the police mission. We see this through their open border policies. We see this through how in their education policy they are failing our kids and how they are pushing this narrative that ultimately is a rejection of objective truth. The fact that it's a question up for debate about whether or not, well, actually, it's not a question up for debate for them. They are actively pushing for, boys who identify as girls to compete against girls in sports, changing our language so that the word woman, the identity of being a woman is essentially being erased from our society. And it is the height of hypocrisy and frankly an act of hatred towards women that they are so intent on doing this. And ironic that it's coming from the party that for so long proclaimed themselves to be the greatest feminists and the most pro-woman party in the country. I go into detail around each of these issues and more in the book, but you will see as we go through each of these issues, fundamental and foundational to every one of them is that sadly the Democratic Party has become a party that is so consumed by their desire for power, this insatiable hunger for power, that they are willing to destroy our republic, our democracy, our freedom, just so that they can try to hold on to power and gain more power.
A rejection of objective truth, she said. What a great line, man. That's fantastically put. Completely correct. I mean, there are forces at work that really, really do want to change everything. And I mean everything, man. That's not hyperbolic. That's not exaggerating. They want every single thing manipulated and they want every single thing controlled. And they're winning. They're getting away with it because they expertly frame everything as justice or equity, or most ironically, they frame it as truth. And What it all boils down to, man, is just socially engineered solutions to problems that don't exist. And it's insane. It's crazy to watch. But I think I disagree with Tulsi on one point. She implies that it's the Democrat Party that's rotting from the inside out. And she talks about America in a very idealistic way, right? I think we all have that. I think we all have a certain vision of America based on what she's supposed to be and what we want her to be. But if you really look at it, if you really dig in, I believe, my opinion, I believe we're the most corrupt nation in the Western world, man. I don't think there's any real difference between us and a country like Venezuela. There is a difference. The difference is we dress it up better. We do it all prim and proper, right? And it's freaking depressing when you think about it. I don't know what the answer is, but I do know for a fact that more of the same is not the answer. Keeping on the same path, even with very different people leading the way, that's not going to do it, man. I don't know what will do it, but I know that we have got to empower and we've got to lift up people like Tulsi Gabbard, whether we agree on all things or not. Because I think if you're hated by all the right people, whether we like you or not, you're on the team, man. That's how I wish more people viewed Donald Trump. You know, you may not like his personality, his history, his bankruptcies, his divorces, his stance on abortion, whatever. But no one is hated by all the right people more than him. And I don't know, to me, that means a lot, actually, especially in 2024. But that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.